So do you also wish to send an automated WhatsApp message on every new Tally form submission? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to send WhatsApp message on Tally form submission using AiSensy. So with here I'm running an edutech company and we collect the inquiries for the course with the help of Tally forms. So now what I want is that as soon as someone submits an inquiry on the Tally form, automatically they should receive an automated WhatsApp message so that I can nurture my lead. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between Tally Form Builder and AiSensy. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So I'm going to do all of this so that I can convert my leads into my clients. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. So as you know that in this tutorial I'll show you how to automate the process of sending WhatsApp messages using AiSensy whenever someone submits a Tally form. So this setup is great for ensuring a smooth and professional communication experience with your leads. So let's get started with a really simple example. So as you can see that this is the course registration inquiry form, okay, which is made with the help of the Tally form builder, right? So let's suppose I'm just going to fill in this form right over here and click on this button register. So as you can see that I've completed the registration right over here, which means that I've successfully submitted a dummy inquiry. Okay, so now I'm going to open my WhatsApp, and yes, you can see that we have successfully received an automated WhatsApp message which says hello dummy user. Oh, you can notice that this is the same name which we entered in the submission, right? So yes, you can see that this is such a good trick to nurture your leads, right? So in order to learn this process step by step and build a connection between your Tally form builder and your WhatsApp, you have to watch this full tutorial. Okay, so in order to create a connection, I've simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we're going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we're going to get two options. One is sign in and the other one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of dollars free every month. But over here, I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in. And as soon as we're going to click on sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here, you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications, which is Tally and WhatsApp, right? So I'm going to click on access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account, and as soon as we're going to click on access now, it is opening my dashboard. Over here you can see the same, and in order to start with our automation, we have to click on this button which says create workflow, and now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So with it, I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and on my dashboard you can see multiple folders which I've already created in which I save my workflows. So if you wish to learn to create a new folder or a subfolder, you can click on this hyperlink given right over here which says learn more, and now it's asking me for the workflow name. So I want the workflow name to be how to send WhatsApp message on Tally form submission using AiSensy Tally forms to WhatsApp, and then we are going to click on create, and as soon as we're going to click on create, it is opening the most important window for automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. And by this you can finally understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger. And in order to start with our automation, we have to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm going to select it as Tally right over here because I want that as soon as a new form submission is made in my Tally forms, automatically my workflow should be triggered. So I'm going to search for Tally and then we are going to select it. And now for the trigger event, we are going to select it as new response, right? And as I'm going to select the trigger event, it is giving me a webhook URL. So we're going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our Tally account and our Pabbly's workflow. Okay, so what I'm going to do is first I'm going to copy this webhook URL and then we're going to follow this help text, and it is saying log into your Tally account, publish your form and go to integrations and then webhooks. Okay, we are going to follow the same. I'm going to put my Tally account, and as you can see that this is my Tally account, and over here you can see all the forms which I've already created, but I want to create this automation for this form which is course registration inquiry form. So I'm just going to go on this edit of this form, and after coming on this edit you can see this button of integration. So we have to go on this button, and as I was going to click on this integrations, yes, you can see webhooks will appear right over here. So I have to click on this webhooks connect right over here, and now it is asking me for the endpoint URL. So what we have to do is we are going to paste the URL which we copied from our our workflow. And after pasting this URL, we are going to click on this button which says connect, and as soon as we're going to click on connect, yes, you can see that we have successfully added a connection right over here. You can see that this is the same webhook URL which we entered right over here and copied from our workflow. And after adding this webhook URL in our Tally form builder, with this we have successfully created a connection between our Tally form builder and our Pabbly's workflow. But now it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission or record. So what we have to do is I'm going to do a test submission and submit this form which we recently connected with our workflow so that we can test our connection and capture this webhook response. Okay, so I'm just going to open that form again, and over here what we're going to do is I'm going to go towards the my workspace, and over here you can see the form link. So I'm just going to copy this link and we are going to open this in a new tab. So I'm just going to open it, and as you can see that this is the form we connected with our workflow. Right now I'm going to fill in the details. So for the name, I'm going to keep it as demo user. This is the email, the phone number. We are going to move on forward. For the current level of education, I'm going to select it as working professional, and now it is saying preferred course. So for that I'm going to select it as digital marketing strategies and click on register, and as I was going to click on register, it is saying your registration is completed. So yes, with this we have successfully submitted a dummy inquiry. And now what has happened is that Tally has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. So I'm just going to open my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response or not. And as you can see that Pabbly has captured a response A right over here. You can see all the details which we entered. You can see the first name, the last name, the email, the phone number. Over here you can see the current level of education and the preferred course which we entered. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step, and now what will happen is that as soon as a new response is captured from my Tally form builder, automatically Pabbly is going to trigger this workflow and capture the response so that we can send it to the further application. Okay, so what I want is I want to send a WhatsApp message on Tally form submission, right? So for my action application, I'm going to select it as AiSensy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use AiSensy in order to send automated WhatsApp messages. If you want, you can use any another application like Vati, and if you wish, you can definitely use WhatsApp Cloud API too. And now for the action event, I'm going to select it as send template message and click on connect. And as soon as we're going to click on connect, it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected a WhatsApp by AiSensy account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now it is asking me for this API key. And to get this API key, it is saying to obtain the API key, log into your AiSensy account, navigate to the manage section, then go to the API key and click on generate API key button. Okay, so we're going to follow the same. I'm going to open my AiSensy account, and after opening this AiSensy account, now from the left side of the bar we have to go on this manage, and after coming on this manage you can see API key. So I have to go on this, and as you can see that this is the API key. So just I'm going to copy this API key and then we're going to paste it right over here in our workflow. And after entering this API key, we have to click on this button which says save, and as soon as we're going to click on save, yes, you can see that we have successfully connected our AiSensy account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me for the campaign name, and to let you know about this campaign name, I'm going to open my AiSensy account once again, and as you can see that this is my account, and over here from the left side of the bar we have to go on this campaigns, and as soon as you're going to come over here on the campaigns, you can see all the campaigns which I have already created. Right over here you can see that I've also attached templates in the campaigns right over here. So if you wish to create a new campaign, you first have to create a template, and you can create this template by going on manage and then template message, and from here you have to go on this new button and create your own template. And now after creating the template, with the help of the same template only, you have to create a campaign. What you have to do is you have to go on this launch and then API campaign. Over here to give your campaign a name, select the template which we created and click on set live. Okay, but I've already created a campaign, so I'm just going to open that campaign right over here. So I'm going to search for this campaign which is this. So I'm just going to search for it, and as you can see that this is my campaign which is course inquiry messages. So I'm just going to open this campaign for you, and as you can see that this is my campaign name and this is the message I want to send to the lead. Right, as you can see that I want this campaign name, so I'm just going to copy this campaign name and then we're going to paste it right over here in our workflow. And after pasting this campaign name, we are going to move on forward towards the mobile number, and now it is saying enter the mobile number of the user right over here. So what we have to do is we have to enter the mobile mobile number of our lead right over here, which we received in the response of our tally form submission, right? You can see that this is the mobile number, so I have to enter this same mobile number right over here in the action step under the mobile number field. But over here we are not going to enter the mobile number by copy pasting it or typing it manually, but instead we are going to map it. So you must be wondering, what is mapping? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected tally as our trigger application. So we're going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we're going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So over here I'm going to give you an example that it is asking me for the mobile number, right? So let's suppose we're going to paste the mobile number right over here or enter it manually, then this will not change with every new response received. But let's suppose we're going to map this from the previous response. You can see the mobile number. So let's suppose we're going to map this from the previous response right over here. Okay, since you can see that we have successfully mapped the number right over here from the previous response, then this will definitely change because my previous response will also change, right? So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. And after mapping this mobile number, we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the username. So it is saying enter the name of the user to whom the campaign has to be sent. Okay, so we have to enter the name of the user, which is the name of the lead. So I'm going to look for name in the previous response. As you can see, first name and last name, so we're going to map it. We're going to map the first name, put a space, and then the last name. We're going to move on forward. It is saying source and tags. So as you can see, both of these are not the required field. I'm going to leave it as blank. It is saying template parameter. So yes, this is an important field. And to let you know more about this template parameter, I'm going to open my template first. And as you can see that this is the template message I want to send, right? So you must notice that there's one in curly brackets right over here. So you must be wondering why. So what happens is that this one is a variable right over here in this message. What I want is I want to replace this one with the name of my lead every time I send an automated WhatsApp message, so that each of my lead receive a more personalized WhatsApp message, right? So that's why I'm going to map this value of 1 right over here in the template parameter, so that we can replace this value of 1 with the name of the lead, right? You can see dummy user. Okay, so we have to map this value of 1, which is the name of the lead. Again, I'm going to look for name in the previous response, and as you can see, the same, so we're going to map it. And after mapping all of these details, we are going to click on this button which says save and send as request. But before clicking on this button, I'll just replace this dummy phone number with my original phone number so that I can show you the message and the response received. And now we have successfully changed the number, and now I'm going to click on this button which says save and send as request. And as soon as we're going to click on this button, yes, you can see that we have successfully received a positive response, that we have sent an automated WhatsApp message to our lead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my WhatsApp and check for the new message received. So I'm going to open my WhatsApp directly from here, and yes, you can see that we have successfully received another new WhatsApp message which says hello demo user and the rest of the message, right? So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and now I'll just test this workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So what we are going to do is I'm going to open my form again, and we are going to do another test submission with the new details. So for the first name, I'm going to keep it as this, last name, email, the phone number right over here. We are going to move on forward. Over here for the current level of education, I'm going to keep it as this. Preferred course, for that I'm going to keep it as this and click on register. And as soon as you're going to click on register, it is saying done. So now what has happened is that Tally has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. Pabbly captured the response, triggered the workflow, and further sent an automated WhatsApp message to this lead. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my WhatsApp and check for the new message received, and this time we are not going back to our workflow. I'm clicking on save and send as request. I'll directly open my WhatsApp right from here. And yes, you can see that one unread message, which is one new message received, which is hello test user. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow and sent an automated WhatsApp message to the real-time lead too. Yes, so yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and now I'll just summarize this workflow for you once. So for the trigger application, we selected Tally. For the trigger event, we selected new response. For the action application, we selected WhatsApp by AiSensy, and then for the action event, we selected send template message because I wanted that as soon as a new form submission is made, or as soon as we receive a new inquiry from Tally forms, automatically an automated WhatsApp message should be sent to my lead without any manual efforts, right? And yes, we were successful with our workflow. Over here you can see the 2 automated WhatsApp messages I sent during this video with the help of my workflow. So if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video, and for your reference I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.